Yesterday, it looked like the Republicans were taking it on the chin, that they were just going to get whacked upside the head because they were saying, in the House of Representatives, these are Republicans, the Tea Party Republicans, John Boehner and, the head of the Republicans in the House, but not the head of the Tea Party Republicans. That's his number two guy, Eric Cantor, the guy who's, Brutus in this play here, where Caesar's going to end up saying, et tu, Brute. Maybe, and he may not have to wait till the Ides of March. In any case, this is just incredible. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, the Senate passed this bill to extend just for 2 months, because they couldn't work out language for a whole year, unemployment benefits and the so-called working class tax cut. In other words, a cut in the Social Security tax that is paid for with other things. And in fact, I'm going to get into what it's paid for and all that kind of stuff. But anyhow, they could only, they could agree on 2 months worth, but not a year's worth. So they did it in the Senate. And you've got 5 senators. I mean, Scott Brown, Olympia Snowe, Susan Collins. You got a bunch of these senators saying, "Come on, Republicans," into the House. Vote for the damn thing. Well, the Republicans in the House were not even willing to vote on it. Instead, they voted on a resolution about voting on it because they didn't want to go back. They didn't want to have campaign commercials saying, Joe Blow, the Republican from Tea Partyville, voted not to extend middle-class tax cuts, although he voted 27 times to extend tax cuts for millionaires and billionaires, or however many times it may be. So it looked like the Republicans were just like losing this PR war. But I'm telling you, today, I think they're getting it back. And here's why. The Republicans said, okay, we're in the House of Representatives. They said, we're not going to vote for this two-month thing because it doesn't hurt people enough. So we're going to put on the table a 1-year extension of this payroll tax cut and unemployment benefits, but we're going to cut unemployment benefits from 99 weeks back down to 59 weeks maximum. We're going to make people who get unemployment benefits take drug tests. If they're not high school graduates, they're going to have to enroll in a GED course, presumably at a for-profit college run by one of their campaign contributors. They're going to strip the Environmental Protection Agency of the authority to regulate toxic waste incinerators and other kinds of incinerators and boilers, power plants. This is an action that the EPA says will lead to an additional 20,000 deaths in the United States. This is what the Republicans want, right? It's like a grab bag of goodies. They want they don't just want the president to decide on the Keystone pipeline within 2 months. They want the damn thing in their year-long bill. And of course, the State Department and the Interior Department have not yet even finished their scientific evaluation of this, which is code for how do we deal with the Republicans in Kansas who are opposed to this. And there's some science in here. They want to cut $8 billion out of Obamacare. All of this in exchange for the year-long extension, right? $8 billion out of Medicare or out of Obamacare. They want to put in a provision that says that if you get any kind of money from the federal government in the form of these benefit transfer cards that people can use for, whether it's Social Security benefits or food stamps or whatever. Of course, you can't do this with food stamps anyway, because they're already restricted. There's even certain kinds of food you can't buy with food stamps. But if you're getting, any kind of electronic benefits, you cannot use that money in an ATM machine, in a casino, in a liquor store, or most importantly, in a strip club. So take that, you unemployed person. And they want to create this giant big government bureaucracy, like I said, to drug test people. So you would think that the corporate media, the mainstream media, and even NPR would report on all this. That the Republicans are saying, yeah, we'll give you a year, but we want a pound of flesh, maybe 3 pounds. And, of course, even their own colleagues in the Senate, the Republicans in the Senate, would not vote for that because it was too crazy. They already tried that, and that's why they came up with this 2-month compromise that just forces the president to decide whether to decide on the Keystone Pipeline. But here's how NPR reported on it. This just blew my mind when I heard this morning. Listen to this.
NPR congressional reporter Tamara Keith explores the maneuvering.
Now, just pause that for a second, Jacob. Just tell me if you hear anything about all the demands the Republicans are making in this report. Go ahead.
Just in case you've been out buying presents or working or not watching C-SPAN with bated breath, here's an update on what happened yesterday. The House, specifically Republicans in the House, rejected a bill that had broad bipartisan support in the Senate. That bill was an interim measure. It would have extended jobless benefits and the payroll tax holiday for 2 months until a year-long deal could be worked out. Republicans said 2 months wasn't long enough. House Majority Leader Eric Cantor is a Virginia Republican.
Families, employers, and workers can't live their lives month to month. Washington needs to stop adding confusion and more uncertainty to people's lives.
Now, just pause it there, Jacob. Here's the new meme. The Republicans are coming along saying in the House, you know, if they can get the media to play along and not mention these poison pills that they put in this year-long bill, then what they're saying is, well, the reason we voted against the reason we refused to vote on the 2-month extension is because we want to give Americans a whole year. We're Santa Claus. We're Santa Claus. We want to give them a whole year. Back to NPR, Jacob.
So Republicans voted to create a conference committee to hash out the differences between the House and the Senate. House Speaker John Boehner.
This is a system that our founders gave us. It's as old as our nation and as clear as the Constitution.
Okay, so and then they go into, you know, the weirdness of conference committees and how they work and, you know, House and Senate and all this stuff. No mention of drug testing. No mention of you can't use your ATM in a strip club. No mention of cutting unemployment benefits from 99 weeks down to 59 weeks when most of the world lets you get them as long as the recession lasts. No, the new Republican meme picked up this morning by NPR and presumably by all the media. I mean, I haven't done a survey of all. I don't watch all the morning shows. I don't watch any of the morning shows. And this just happened to pop on when I woke up because there's no progressive station here in Washington, D.C. And what is it? Oh, the Republicans want to give you a year. The Democrats want to give you 2 months. They can't work it out, so they're going to try and have this conference committee between the House and the Senate to work out their differences. Are you kidding me? And this is the media that the right-wingers are saying this has a liberal bias? The Republicans might just win this media war.